back, live in effect. This is Ridin High presents Off the Kush podcast, ODK, hosted by your boy, Skub, the host with the most. And we got another one in the building. An original, you might say. A CC original, one might say. My guy, Tony Lara.
CC Fridays in the building, hey.
Now look, for the people that don't know, go ahead and give them a little bit of just a little dose and tell them where you're from.
I'm from Corpus Christi. Know me as Tony Lara or One Brave Ghost.
Come on. That's fire.
You could find me on anything at that. Grew up in Corpus.
What side you grow up on?
By King High School. So like kind of south side, but not
Yeah,
like
that's the South.
Yeah, that's definitely the South.
That's the South.
Hold on.
not like the
He
nice
said
side of the
kinda
south side. Not like the nice side of the south
It
side.
ain't deep
though.
South, but that's still the South for sure.
Yeah.
King, yeah, that's still the South.
Yeah.
Okay, so what year did you graduate?
2012.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah, I'm old.
Let's get out of here. So you grew up over there by King, right?
Yeah.
What elementary school is over there by King?
I went to Meadowbrook.
Hey.
Went to Meadowbrook, then I went to Cullen. Just all those schools. Cullen's, they just took those, tore those schools down though. So it's
I remember Cullen.
I was gonna say you got to kind of help Scoob out. He is from Cali, so it's a little.
Yeah. I remember Cullen.
Didn't they just tore Cullen down there? They built a new one, right?
Yeah, they built a new one.
Already.
Yeah.
And then you said Meadowbrook?
Yeah, Meadowbrook.
No shit. What was it like at Meadowbrook? From your day, like what you remember, elementary days.
Honestly, it was not much. Honestly, I don't really remember much. It was just I didn't really do much in school. I was kind of just always real introverted.
Okay.
Kept to myself. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really do anything in school. I just kind of stuck to my work and went home. I would walk home and walk to school.
You live pretty close then.
Yeah, I live like 15 minutes away, so I would just walk to and from. So as soon as school would get out, I'm just going straight home. I don't want to be there because I was real antisocial.
No shit. Did you play any sports?
No, in middle school I played basketball, but
not in elementary school. No sports. Not outside of school. No sports.
No.
No. What was you doing?
I was a troublemaker.
Were you skateboarding or something whenever you was young, or what was you doing?
Lighting fires.
Playing video games?
I would play video games.
Statute of limitations is up, bro.
Okay, yeah, I'll play video games and then just go sneak out at home and walk around. Like literally, I'll walk like my grandma lived by the hospital. I walk all the way to the hospital, but like as a
in elementary school by yourself.
Yeah, well,
like
sometimes
downtown
with a friend.
hospital,
Shoreline
Hospital,
the one by Ray.
Damn!
Parkway.
Y'all would walk from.
Yeah, like we would spend the whole day walking and walk back, and we would walk to Walmart just to see if we could do it. Like,
I don't know if y'all caught that, but he said the walk from school or to school was 15 minutes, and I'm doing the math in my head. That's a long fucking
walk, man.
You walk far, bro.
Yeah, no, I always.
It might have been a closer district to you or something.
No, I was as close to school. Yeah. No, I'm good.
Okay.
Just 'cause
I got you.
But yeah, I just like to walk. Honestly,
That's fucking.
Just like to be
gnarly.
outside, and I don't know. I never played.
You don't got no siblings?
Yeah, I do. I got a lot.
Damn, like that?
I got like 10 siblings, but
No way. You lying, dog.
no, yeah, because
These can't be all by your mom and dad.
They're
Okay.
not all like full. Like, but
There's some halves out there.
But we all grew up together. So.
Okay, so like what is officially a full brother or sister is same mom. No matter if you have different dads.
Nah, to me,
Nah,
full
it's
is
both.
same mom
No,
and
it's
same
parents.
dad.
No, it's
Same
not.
parents.
If you are considered a brother,
Viewers chime in.
you have the same mother.
No.
You're considered a half if you have different dads.
No, it's
the
half if only
official
half
way.
of your parents are half.
Yeah, that
of
must
their
be some
parents.
Cali shit. Because in Texas,
that's
and we'll
crazy.
let Tony get more into it since he grew up like that.
so
But
how many were from who and where?
or what do you call them? Like your half brothers or
I
like?
just call them my brothers and sisters.
Already.
Because actually, I don't have any that are from both my parents. Because
You're the only child from your mom and dad.
yeah.
Okay.
Because after I was born, my mom got with my stepdad, who's really more
That
like
sound
my
not to
real
cut
dad.
you. That sound like you might be the youngest type shit.
Are you the
Well,
baby
I'm
of the
like
bunch?
in the middle.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
shit.
okay.
Because my biological dad, he has 4 kids, and they like live in Ohio.
Okay.
And they're like 10 years older than me, and I
Half
never
siblings.
I never met any of them. I just recently talked to one of them when my granddad passed away last year, but I never really talked to them.
Okay.
They're nice people though. They
Right,
seem like
right.
nice
You just
people.
don't know them.
Yeah, I just don't know them. But
Right.
then my stepdad, was like my dad as far as like actually doing the dad stuff, like being there.
He was there.
Yeah, so I consider him my dad.
Right.
He has 4 kids, and they're all older than me. And
So them is like your step siblings, but
Yeah.
they've been there your whole life.
yeah, so I
So
always
they're
consider them.
right.
Does
they're-
your stepdad have kids with your mom?
Yeah,
Damn.
he has 3 kids. Damn, 3 kids with my mom.
all the same mom, real siblings. Like those are his siblings. They got
It's
the
a
same
real
mom.
sibling if both your
Stop
parents.
it. I'm with you. Go ahead.
But yeah, that was yeah. Just
And then what about your mom on that side?
she just had kids with my stepdad,
Oh, okay.
so she had.
So you're your mom's oldest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I'm
okay,
my mom's
cool.
oldest. So like that made me feel like the oldest a lot of times, and in the house I was the oldest a lot of times. So
Okay.
like when it came to like being that person, I was that person a lot, and then my stepdad kind of had his moments where he wasn't there. So then I'm like the oldest. So
Right.
then I kind of so like even though I'm like the middle, sometimes I feel like the oldest more.
Well, you're only in the middle. Excuse me, in the sense of
The closest.
no, because from his mom, he's the oldest.
Yeah, for damn sure. Yeah.
but from
The dad
from,
aspect.
but from the dad and the steps,
Yeah, the dad and the
Yeah.
step, yeah.
that puts him in the middle. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's crazy. So what's it like? So the people that were in Ohio, that's gonna be your halves,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The steps, were they around?
Yeah. The step siblings that were the ones that I grew up with.
That's fine.
And those are like the ones I consider my brothers and sisters more than like the
Like
ones that are
they
actually
grew up in the
blood.
household with you.
Yeah,
Fire.
and like
How much older are they than you?
the oldest one was 6 years older than me, but he passed away.
I'm
But
sorry
so
to
then the next one is like 5, and like basically they're all older than me except one's like only like 1 month older than me.
Okay.
So it's kind of just like varies. I honestly
That's
couldn't even
tight.
tell you their ages right now.
That's tight. That's tight. Now, were those siblings like all brothers and sisters?
It was 2 brothers, 3 brothers, 2 sisters.
Fire.
But yeah, as we grew up older, we kind of not as close anymore.
Life be lifing.
Yeah, but I still talk to him sometimes, you know. And then sometimes you have those siblings that you love them, but
You gotta love them from afar.
sometimes you just need a little space because
Yeah.
the step sibling thing made it real complicated, honestly.
Of course.
But I'm not about to like.
Of course. Of course. You don't even have to elaborate. Like we grown. Like we been there, bro. Like I totally understand the step sibling concept of these aren't my real kids, and I
Yeah.
totally 1,000% get that. So going into junior high, you said you played basketball?
Yeah, but I didn't play for the school because I was real antisocial. I would just go to the court by my house and just practice or
get
like
your
play by
hoops in.
Yeah, just do it because it was something to do. Because
Right.
I just needed to get out of the house when I was younger. It was like I had it was cool with all the siblings, but my parents had a lot of issues that they would work out.
Right.
And you don't, as a kid, you don't really want to be around that. So
Or understand.
yeah, you don't understand it, and it's
Right.
like when it gets after a certain point, I'm just like, I just need to get away from this. So I would just go play basketball, but just as something to do, and then kind of became like more of like a kind of just like fell in love with basketball, and then I would just be there 24/7.
At the little hoop?
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
So you kind of got good, right?
Yeah, then I started getting good, and then
Right.
it was like, oh, well, I actually kind of really like this, and start to. It was just something to like to obsess with, I guess. But then,
That's fire.
and I never played for school and or anything, just because I just was not social.
So did you wind up playing for like a league outside of school, or just literally?
I play in a rec league now, but honestly, until the last couple of years, I really never played.
So in
any
junior
organized.
high, you just played at the park.
Yeah, I would just play. I was like one of the like the park all stars, you know, like
Talk that
people who
shit.
don't play for the team.
Already.
But
I got Tony.
Yeah.
Who's Tony? Tony don't play at school.
So-
Tony play in the streets.
All right, you can come out here and watch Tony bust your ass. Real, nah, that's fucking fire as fuck. What type of music was being played in your household with all those people in the household? Like, what did you grow up on?
Everything, like my parents would listen to a lot of like classic rock.
That's fire.
And
Like,
so we would-
like you talk about. Now, hold on, guys.
But like,
hold on, time out.
Can
hold
you
on.
name one
So,
of
hold
them?
on, hold on. Before we go there, if he hit me with like a fucking
What if he hit you
I'm
with
gonna be
his
all
best
puddle of
shot?
mud,
like a
I'm
Limp
just kidding.
Biscuit or some shit, I'm gonna be hitting the hard. Nigga. Okay, go
No,
ahead. What
that
was
was
the classic
like,
rock?
but like, see, like we listened to that, but
got
that
you.
wasn't the classic rock. That was like the current thing. at the
Okay,
time.
okay. So what was the
That was
classic rock?
We would
music?
listen
That's
to
a
like
good
my mom
answer,
would listen
Tony.
to like Aerosmith and
Okay.
AC/DC.
Okay,
like,
real classic
like,
rock. I'll fuck
like
with
growing up, my mom had the Guns N' Roses November Rain CD.
Yeah.
Classic.
And we would always listen to it. So
Fucking
I just
Sweet
I know all
November
the words.
Rain.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my older siblings listens
Right.
to like rap music and like kind of introduced that to me. And my brother would listen to like Tupac, and I didn't really listen to it at the time, like in middle school. But like by high school, I started listening, or like kind of in middle school, I started listening to Lil Wayne and Jay-Z. Jay-Z had, when he had that album with Linkin Park. Linkin Park was like my favorite band.
Yeah, Mike
So then-
Shinoda.
yeah, and so then that kind of got me into hip hop and stuff. But
That's fucking dope, dog. Shout out to Linkin Park for that.
Linkin
dog.
Park. I used to
No
want the
bullshit.
sleeves that Chester Bennington
Yes,
had, the
dog.
fire sleeves.
That
Oh,
fucking
man.
R.I.P.
Had to talk me
Chester,
out of it.
dog.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, that's classic
Sad.
shit, bro. That's classic shit. How old are you at this time? Like Linkin
30.
Park days.
Oh, back then I was like in 4th or 5th grade.
That's so fucking.
That was like my first. The Hybrid Theory was the first CD that I can remember buying. It was like their first album.
That's fucking throw. That's fucking throw. Now, like you said, your older siblings were listening to like Tupac and shit like that. What
Yeah.
else were they listening to? Because I know it
System
wasn't.
of a Down. That was a big
Oh,
one.
bro, what you
Some
We listened to System of a
toxicity?
Down.
Come
Yeah,
on, man.
I used to. Yeah.
Corn.
Yeah, Corn for sure. Corn, all like honestly, every kind of rock music, like anything rock, we would listen
POD.
to.
Bro,
Yeah.
that Corn Slipknot shit, that shit, I remember like when I was in high school, you was probably in elementary, Tony, that shit.
Yeah.
Like, so this probably around the same time, like, that shit, like, everywhere. Everybody was all about Corn and fucking Limp Bizkit and fucking Slipknot.
Yeah,
I
remember.
didn't get on the Slipknot until after I graduated. Well, I didn't graduate, but until I was a little bit older. But shout out to my partner, man. One of my closest partners growing up, man. I had a partner named Kevin Lutz, and his dad built him a 6-foot half pipe
Dang.
in the front yard, bro. It would be like, I swear to God, like fucking 40, 50 kids before school trying to get a ride in before school. You know what I'm saying? And he put me on so much shit that I would have probably never got a hold of or heard of. And I'm talking about like fucking Korn, Sublime,
Oh, yeah.
fucking Limp Bizkit, 311. Like, this is shit that I love that type of music, but I just probably wouldn't have found it if it wouldn't have been for him. So big shout out to fucking Kev, dog.
That's a good era of music to
Bro,
grow
the
up in.
90s, bro, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. The greatest era of music comes from 2 eras, dog. The 60s and the 90s, I'll fight you.
I'll say 70s and
I'm
90s.
going with the funk, man.
Yeah,
I
see,
I can't get to the 90s without the funk.
Like, for me, I say the 60s and the 90s because the 60s music was impactful because of the war that was going on. Make love, not war.
What
all
happened?
of that shit.
What
feel like
happened in
that's
the
more like
70s?
70s though.
The
That's
70s was made
70s.
love. I think it was the 60s going into the 70s.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, if
Like
the music
Woodstock
was
and
make,
all that type of shit.
If-
yeah, hell
if
yeah.
the music in the 60s was make love, not war, then the music in the 70s was make love.
I mean, I feel it.
You
but
know
I
what I'm
still-
saying? Like we're
I
on the
still-
funk, we're dancing now. We're no longer worried about that war,
I still-
even though another
I mean,
one was
I guess-
coming.
I mean, the 60s.
Vibes
no,
is different.
Bro. I don't know.
I mean, I'm
man.
assuming off of music. You know, I'm not.
Like when I think
I'm
of
a
the
80s
60s,
baby.
bro. When I think of the 60s, I think of the doo-wop bands and them niggas doing this with their hands. And,
Yeah, without that,
you know
there's
what I'm
no
saying? And
Ray Charles,
It's the 60s, dog.
no
The
Temptations.
60s, bro.
Yeah,
That's
it's a lot. It's good.
That's the greatest era, dog.
I
Like
feel you. I'm gonna ride with the 70s though.
60s and
What
the 90s.
you got?
I don't know, honestly. Maybe I would say like the 90s or the 2000s, but that's just when I was growing
That's
up.
your era. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
your
but
era.
did you
That's
not
all you
like
been
have
here
you?
for,
I
guy.
like-
But have you not gone back?
Yeah, for
Through
sure.
the times?
I like everything. I like the 70s and the 80s. The 80s had a lot of like good rock music. And disco,
Oh yeah,
The 80s had a box.
right?
yeah. 80s and rock is hard to fuck with.
80s nah, I fuck with the 80s.
Yeah,
I like that big hair
Yeah, with
rock
the,
shit. I was
like-
fucking with that.
that was like
Yeah.
Kiss. They were like in the
I'm
90s,
fucking
right?
with
yeah.
that.
80s too.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with that, bro. And I'm fucking
Shit,
with and
70s. I'm
I'm
be
fucking
real.
with the girl rock too. That was 80s. Like
Yeah,
you know what I'm
like
saying?
Tina
Like
Turner?
Blondie and Amy Grant and shit like that. You
Pat
know?
Benatar.
But see, like the 90s had Fleetwood Mac, right? Like
Nah, you're
Nah,
tripping.
yeah.
Yeah.
We talking 80s,
the
bro.
80s?
Probably about 70s,
70s?
late
Damn,
70s.
I'm way off.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, you.
The 90s rock, you're gonna get like
the Cranberries.
That's
yes,
90s.
Yes, you're gonna get your Cranberries, your Pearl Jams,
Yeah.
Stone Temple Pilots,
Your Nirvana.
Yeah.
Nirvana,
Your beginning Limp
Like,
Bizkit.
you gotta
Beginning
remember,
Blink
like,
182.
Grunge was invented in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a lot of that, you know what I'm saying, feel from the 90s. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? No bullshit. So now going into high school, you
Yeah.
know. Well, what junior high did you go to?
Cullen.
That was the one that
Oh,
you.
they gave us laptops back then too.
Nah, see what I'm saying?
That
That's
was
crazy.
cool.
This nigga in
Laptops?
school with a
Yeah.
laptop
They
Okay.
gave us lap
to take
freaking
home,
brick
Nah, boo.
freaking Dells that they were too heavy for me to carry, but
and
I
it
could
was
carry.
yours. Like you
Yeah,
got
we
to
would
use.
take it home, and then if we didn't have internet, it was like a program that they did for Cullen and I think Baker at the time, and they just gave it all the kids laptops, and if you needed internet, they would set up internet for you for free at the house or something.
And you got to keep that bitch. You still got it at the house right now.
just for the school year,
Oh, I was like,
and then you
God,
give it
man.
back.
Yeah, they would do that at Miller back in the day with cameras. MediaTek.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was dope, bro. These were like fucking, camcorder cameras
Yeah.
way
Hey, bro,
back.
Yeah,
I'm
that
from
taught me
Cali,
so
nigga.
much.
I'm from Cali, and these motherfuckers got money out there. And never once did I ever think that I was gonna get a fucking laptop or a fucking.
My daughter got a laptop, but they got that during COVID.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So I don't know if that was like mandatory or any shit. I think maybe by that point they saw that it worked over there with y'all or some
Yeah.
shit. And
No, they only did it for 1 year because
Oh, really?
we would break them for fun.
Oh,
Like, we would be
shit.
like, man, the computer's frozen. And just
yeah,
fucking throw it. And then
there
take
goes
it.
my homework.
I mean, I'm
Damn.
someone did it. I remember it was a thing, and then we would just be like, if there was a sub, we'll play a not
Wah,
safe
wah.
for work video.
Oh
and-
shit! Fuck
and
the
play it out
police
loud
coming
and then-
straight from the
And then
underground.
close the bag so you just hear it and stuff. Like we
Nah.
were giving a
Coming out
sixth
the
grader a
bag.
computer and the internet, and you're not like supervising them super well. Like I learned how to use proxies to get to the blocked websites. I learned how to like change the coding on my MySpace page so I
Fuck
could
yeah.
do it. I learned a bunch of stuff. Honestly, it was really cool, but I kind of didn't use it for what they gave it to me for. But
Like, what was your favorite? Like, what was like when you look back at your middle school days? Like, what was your favorite memory, dog? Like, what stands out the most about middle school? Like,
I would get into fights a lot, bro. Well, not even a lot, but
you know,
I got into one fight.
but you know not to. Not to mess with that nigga Tony. That nigga might
I got into one fight.
pop off on your motherfucking
Break
man.
them ankles.
I got in one fight, and the dude kind of beat me, and I went home and I told my dad, and he was like, "Well, that's never gonna happen again," because he used to be a boxer, and so he was like, "We're just gonna practice some stuff, you know," and then I'm like, "Yeah, no one's gonna mess with me now," and this guy's like said something to me one day, and I'm like, "Well, you know, fuck you then, you know, blah blah blah," like, and then we fought, and then they were like. We did like 10 seconds in the bathroom or in the locker room. And like, you know, I did good, and people were like, "What?" And then they were like, "We need to get him to fight somebody else. We need to get him to fight somebody else." And then so I was doing like weekly fights in the locker room.
Do y'all have cell phones at this time?
Yeah, we had just got the flip phone to record like
wilding. Mm-hmm. This nigga over here doing the kumite.
I was just doing that, like, and then I got in trouble. Went to alternatives. Went to SLGC.
Damn.
For
fighting.
Yeah, for fighting.
Suit and tie, motherfucker.
Yep, the suit and tie, bro, with the khakis. And
shit! And this is all in junior.
Yeah, I was in 7th grade.
You went to SLGC in 7th grade?
Yeah.
Damn.
I saved mine for 9th.
And then after that, I was like,
pretty good.
I don't want to be in trouble no more, bro. I'm not going to get caught no more.
I'm not going to get caught no more.
I'm gonna do this a lot better than what the fuck I would. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, instead of thinking I'm not going to do it, that's what I thought. Like, I'm going to just be smarter now. But
so when you look back, you like, man, I remember them fights. Them was some fun times.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was like that. I don't know. I didn't really do much. I was a troublemaker.
Was your people getting pissed off at you for like getting kicked out of school and shit like that?
Yeah, but my dad would always say like, if someone, you know,
fucks with you, defend yourself.
Yeah, don't let them punk you or something. So
right.
So then I'll go to school and I'll just be kind of doing too much and get myself in trouble like that.
He said, "Who want what? Tony's here."
Oh God.
Yeah. Meet me in the restroom.
I'll be real quiet, but people would try to pick on me because I'm real quiet, and then I'll be like, "Oh, well, you're not gonna do that to me," and then it's like, then you're kind of putting people on the spot, and it's like, all right.
I kind of picture you like them talking shit and not like seeing you like that, and then you just whisper, "Meet me in the restroom, bitch." Like, you heard about me. I'm not here for the scene. Meet me in the last stall. I will mop that ass up.
Fight Club, bitch.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's a little 7th grader doing push-ups and everything.
Nah, you was with the shit.
Boy was with the smoke. I'm telling you.
What's the craziest shit you saw at SL? If you saw anything crazy at SL, I would always hear crazy stories about SLGC and shit.
Honestly,
just fights.
Yeah, I didn't really see a lot of fights. I did one time.
No stabbings or nothing at SL?
Nothing crazy like that. No, one time they did
shit like that either.
One time, I mean, I saw like people pull out weed on the school bus and stuff, but that was like, oh, and like my dad.
You're all introduced to it by going
my dad
to
used to like sell weed and stuff, but I didn't ever. I was always like, oh, I hate that y'all smoke. Mom and dad, like that's so annoying and and then became a big old stoner later. But at that time, I was like that, and then but he would always have like big bags, you know.
Right.
And so when I saw the kid pull out a little thing, and I'm like,
you little
what
punk.
the fuck is that? I was like not knowing any better, you know. Like,
yeah.
And then, but also I just never really associated with that until I was older, and then
smart.
Yeah. I was always like real, like, I don't know how, I just didn't like to, I wanted to always do like, be good and stuff, and like felt like I didn't want to stray off the path and stuff, but then also I would just do stupid stuff anyways, so, but I would always like be like straight edge, but then, honestly, when my brother passed away, that's when I was like, honestly, why the fuck do I care? Like, why do I care about all this stuff? Like, because there was one time that he offered to smoke with me, and I was like, no, I don't do it. And then, you know, after he passed, I was like, I should have just done it, you know?
Right.
How old were you when he passed?
I was 16.
Already.
He was 22.
Damn.
So it was like, and he got into a motorcycle accident.
Damn.
So it was like literally, we had played basketball the day before, and he was always better than me in basketball.
Right.
And so I'd always like try to beat him, and I was finally getting better, like getting to him already.
Right.
And then like the next day, it was the day before Christmas Eve.
Stop it, bro.
And I had left to go play basketball somewhere, and I was walking home, and I just started like freaking out. Like I didn't know why, but like emotionally I was like a mess. And I was just walking home. My phone had died, and then. But like before I left, I remember my dad like running out of the house and not saying anything, and I just didn't know what was going on. I didn't ask because my dad was always kind of crazy anyway. So it's like him running out the house is like a little bit, but it's also like he might just be on some bullshit right now.
Right.
So yeah, and then on the way home I was like I don't know, like freaking out, and then I got my phone charged, and my mom calls me and told me my brother passed away, and so after that I was just like. I don't really care what anyone thinks about anything right now. Like, what's the point of me even caring about school or, like, being in dress code or showing up on time or anything in general? Like, I just want to enjoy my life.
And you still in 7th grade?
No, I was in...
8th grade?
About like 10th grade by then.
6th grade.
Oh, okay.
Or I was in 11th grade.
Oh, no shit.
And right before that...
Yeah, you said 16, I'm tripping.
Right before that, the month before he passed away, I had gotten jumped and I broke my jaw in 2 places.
Damn.
And so my jaw was shut. And I was at the basketball court, and it was like these 3 guys. I kind of knew 2 of them. Like where I really knew one of them that he lived on the same street as me, and then it was his cousin, and then his cousin's friend.
They came over there on that bullshit.
Well, we were all just playing basketball, but yeah, everybody left, and then it was just us. And I'm just playing basketball. I don't really know them, and I'm not real social, so I would just not talk to them. I'm just shooting around, and I had my phone off to the side, and I was like watching on the side, like low key, just like if they take it, I'm gonna go say something. I'm not gonna let them just take my phone.
Yeah, you can't.
And so they took it, sure enough, and then I go confront them, and they're like, "We don't got your phone, bro." And I'm like, "Come on, bro, it's just us here. I've been waiting. I've been watching this whole time. Like, come on, bro, just give me my phone. I don't want any trouble, bro. I don't want any bullshit." And like I knew one of them for years already.
Because he was your neighbor from down the street.
Yeah, you live down the road.
And so I thought they're just gonna be like,
they just joking with me. They're just fucking with me.
Right,
yeah,
right. Here, bro.
Just being a jerk, but not taking it so serious. But no, he dropped the phone, and I'm like, I just snatched it up real quick, and as soon as I snatched it, he hit me. And then as soon as he hit me, like I felt because I had been getting into fights, but when he hit me,
it was different.
I felt it. Like I felt the like boom, like something happened, and I was like, fuck. Because I wasn't bracing myself at all. Like, I didn't think he was going to hit me. So I just grabbed it.
Ready for it, right?
Yeah, he just, like, sucker punched me, bro. Right. And he got me, like that flash when you get hit.
Yeah, they do that.
I felt it, and I was like, fuck. So then I was just trying to, like, fight him off, and I kind of got backed up into a fence, and he just was kind of hitting me. And I was just like... I didn't want, I was like literally trying not to fight. Like I don't know what possessed me to not fight in that time, but I just was like, I'm not gonna fight 3 people and get beat up really. But so then a random car's pulling out, and I'm at the court right down the street from my house, and there's a random car pulling out, and I just pretend I know him. I'm like, hey, come here, like I know them, and they actually pull up, and the 3 dudes run off, and I just get in the car with this girl. It's like some young girl. She's like in high school. Or she's like right out of high school, and I'm like, follow them, and she starts following them, bro.
And you have no idea who this girl is.
And I'm like, I don't even know what. And then I'm like,
she's the real MVP.
Yeah, for real, bro. And I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck we're doing. I was like, let's go home. Like, can you take me home? And so she takes me home, and I'm like, dazed.
And you know exactly where the fuck they going down the road.
Yeah,
house.
I knew where one of them lived, but I don't know. Like, I'm like dazed, and I'm like, whatever, bro. Like. Shit happens, like I'm just gonna take my L and go inside. But when I go inside, my fucking face is swollen as fuck. Like I looked like a fucking cartoon character. And as soon as my parents saw me, like my mom started freaking out and my dad started freaking out. And they were like, "Oh fuck no! Who the fuck did this? We're gonna go get him right now!" Like blah blah blah. Like even my mom's little. She's like 4'11", like
she ready to
100 pounds. And she was like she grabbed a tire iron. Like she was like she grabbed anything she could in front of her. And my dad's like, "No, you're staying home. We're going." And then it's just and none of my older siblings were there at the time. It was because like it was just a random day.
Yeah.
And so we go looking for him, and my dad's, I'm like, oh, like my dad, like I'm like not even paying attention. My dad pulls up, like my dad's crazy. Like he pulls up on McCardle and just drives on the island and cuts off the kids walking. It's 2 of the kids, but the one that like was the friend that like sucker punched me.
The instigator, the main instigator.
Yeah, he was missing. And my dad pulls out, like, gets out of the car and he pulls out the tire iron because it was just in the back of the truck. And, gets out of the truck, but he pulls out the tire iron and he's like, y'all did this to my son?
I'd have swung right after I said that shit.
And they were shitting.
As soon as I said that shit, I'd have swung that motherfucker like a goddamn baseball.
One question before you go. Did the dude who lived down the street from you, did he touch you?
He like grabbed me. He didn't hit me, but
he was still one of them.
Yeah,
already.
Yeah, like we were all right there, and it was like, but in my head, I'm like, you know, like that guy's kind of my friend.
He don't want to look like a punk in front of his cousins and his cousins' homie type shit.
Yeah, or whatever, you know. And I'm just
nigga.
Yeah.
And
no, I'm just saying that's what you want to try to give a motherfucker the benefit of the doubt type shit.
Hell nah.
And my dad has a tire iron in his hand, you know, and like. He's crazy. Like, he's gonna hit them with this tire iron if I tell him to hit them.
I hope he did.
And I'm like, no, like we're gonna get no, like I just told him.
There would have been some super felony charges. Let's just put it like that. He would have hit them kids with that tire iron.
Yeah, but I was just like, I really wanted the other guy, but because he's the one who fucking really got really.
Started this shit.
Yeah, he's the one who took my phone. He's the one who sucker punched me. And he's the main one who was fucking hitting me. And, like, I don't even know this guy. I never met this guy in my life. What the fuck is your problem? And, but, so then we just go home because we can't find the other guy.
Your dad didn't make them tell y'all where the other dude?
Because I told my dad that I didn't know who they were. I didn't tell him that it was them with somebody else because I didn't want him to. I really didn't want him to hit them. Like
you didn't want him to crash out.
Yeah, like I really didn't want. I didn't want them to I don't know what would happen.
I'm gonna let you know right now. My son come home and his jaw swollen like his shit just.
Airbags deployed.
I'm crashing. I'm talking. You remember them? Remember them crash dummies? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Remember them crash dummy commercials, nigga?
Don't do that.
Might as well put the suit on me, nigga. I put that on him, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm crashing the fuck out over mine, dog. I promise to God.
Yeah, like after that happened, then like once that happened, like everybody found out, and my brother was like, "Oh, bro, like I know who that was. Like, don't worry about it." And like my brother was in prison at the time, but he, you know, he's not a person.
Shot a kite, made a call, whatever you want to call it.
He's not a person to fuck with.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I never saw that guy again, bro. Like never in my life have I ever seen him again. And I always wondered, like I wonder if something happened to him because I literally saw him and then never saw him again. And I never really saw him before that though. But it was like, damn, like I wonder if I'm ever gonna run into this guy again. And I'd never like, but also, bro, he was. I don't know. He was a
crash dummy.
Yeah, bro. Like he was.
What about your neighbor though?
Honestly, the neighbor, I just never fucked with him again, bro. Like,
did you see that nigga again?
Yeah, I would see him sometimes, but it was like, it's up. Honestly, bro. Like my stepdad was like a real gangster. Like not even like being like head ass or anything. Like he kind of really was like. One of those people, like, and so it was like seeing that, and then me being the stepchild. So sometimes I kind of got that side. Like he kind of was like a little bit harder on me than the other kids, or I felt like it, you know.
Right, of course. And
so then it was kind of like I don't want him to be mad at you, like or like I don't know, like. It was just like
at the neighbor, you mean?
Or you done made it?
Yeah.
I just
you was saving the neighbor.
Yeah, like I didn't want him to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Like
or cause any
bullshit. And it'd be like just bullshit, and then it's like down the street because my dad would crash out, bro. Like he would like do some stupid shit and just be like, he had like whatever blah blah blah. But like
take it on the chin, move on.
Yeah, it was just like whatever, you know.
That's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly where the fuck I'm at with it.
But I don't know. After that, and my jaw was already shut too, so I was already.
They wire your shit?
Yeah. Actually, I had braces. So what they did was they just got.
You had braces when they got fucked up. Damn.
So what they did was they just put a bunch of rubber bands on it. So like it would
hold in place.
Yeah, they just put so many that I couldn't open my jaw. Like even if I tried, I couldn't. But the cool thing about that was I could take them off. So like one time. I was so tired because I would literally just eat food. I would eat milkshakes all the time because I couldn't chew anything. Right. So then, like, I was like, one day I was like, Mom, can you blend up some spaghetti so I can drink it? Because I was so tired of eating like chocolate and vanilla shakes and shit. But then after that, I was like, they made barbecue one time. And I stayed up late, so everybody went to sleep, and I took off some of the bands and just like baby fed myself some of the barbecue, like baby just could barely chew it. Like I just want to eat this, bro. I'm like tired of eating this shit. But I ended up just taking it all off after a while. Like
how long? Like how many weeks? 4, 6, 8?
Probably like a month. Like not that I didn't have it on very long. Like the very next week. Because it happened on a weekend, and the next weekend I was already at the same basketball court playing basketball. And I remember I got elbowed in the chin, and I went down for a little bit, and then I was like, all right, I'm good. Because I don't know, I always had like a pretty high pain tolerance, I thought, because like seeing I saw my stepdad one time split his finger open with the dude was messing with the tire, and he fucking turned it and smashed my dad's finger, and his finger like split. And he was just like, fuck. I wasn't back to what he was doing, so like
it's man shit.
I always was like, that was like the example for me. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, it hurts. Like, but
he said, "Fuck."
Yeah. When did you meet like Nick and Ryan and them?
In 9th grade.
Already.
High school.
That's where I was gonna go. I was gonna say, what was like going into the 9th grade, and where did you go to high school at?
I went to King High School, and
I see the green. Okay,
yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it was always my favorite color, and then I went to the green school, bro. And like 9th grade, I met Nick and Ryan because they were like, to me, they were like the cool kids because they were real extroverted. Everybody knew, like all my friends already knew them, and I'm like, who the fuck are these guys, bro? Like,
because they came from a different middle school.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah, okay. And like I didn't really have a lot of friends already, so I'm like, how does everybody know these guys? And then like I meet somebody and they know them too, and they always just seemed so cool to me that I was like, man. But then like they were super down to earth, and we had a class together. And we just became friends playing Halo. We would play Xbox. We would play Halo Reach.
The Halo days
with the headsets, and just we would just play on there a lot, and that's how I met the other person from CC Fridays OT. Already. At the same time, and we would just play Halo Reach and just talk, and then I got my first job at Chick-fil-A, and then I got them jobs at Chick-fil-A.
That's what my son's working.
Hey, shout out to Eli, man. Hey.
Shout out to Eli, man, for real.
You say your first job was at Chick-fil-A. His son just got his first job at Chick-fil-A too, man.
Place, bro, you got Sundays off.
For real.
Hey, they pay good too, don't they?
Yeah,
all kinds of good benefits and shit too.
Yeah, they will take care of you. Honestly, it was a good place. So I worked there for like 5 years. I was it was like the GM, the assistant GM, and then me, or like maybe one more down. But we had a lot of managers. I was not the bottom manager. I was like I was like on my way up, but I was like the youngest one. So it was kind of like sometimes it's just you're the youngest, you got to take a step. You know? But
that's far.
We can't have you in that position just yet.
Yeah, it was like some of that sometimes. But but when it was the only Chick-fil-A on Everhart, I would be like the person in charge of the store from like 5 to 10, and like that was it. Like, and we would make like $4,000, $3,000 in an hour, and I'm just like handling all the money, moving it around. I'm like 20 years old, not even like. I don't know. Yeah, it was just a cool, and
cool
and they would take care of me, honestly. Like I would get free stuff all the time, and the only thing is they would never give me my days off. Like I request if it was a weekend, like for CC Fridays, I could never get the freaking Fridays off, man. That's why we would start it at 11. I have to get out at 10 and then rush over there.
That's crazy.
That's fire, bro.
So what? So after you met them, like what started the CC Fridays? Like what?
Well, we were just friends for the longest time, like.
And
we met in
what
grade?
Like what grade did the CC Friday start up?
We had already graduated. It started in we graduated in 2012. We became friends our 9th, 10th grade year, like
2009, about 2009, 2008 already.
Yeah. So like around then, but then CC Friday started in 2015. But we had been friends that whole time. And we would just hang out. We worked together. We would just smoke together, go to parties. Right. We would do music together though too. We would. well, like I wouldn't really do it. I would like sometimes freestyle or like write stuff, but I wouldn't really participate. I was just kind of like a supporter at that time. And Ryan would make beats for this guy named Michael Garcia, but he don't make music no more. But he would make beats for him, and then like one day they had like an album, and so my house we had the album release party because like I could tell my parents were real cool because they knew I was real responsible, so they were like, you get us a hotel for like us and the kids, and you could have the house for the night. You can't do it all the time, but you could do it. You know, I did that for like my prom party and my homecoming.
Fire.
That's dope, bro.
It was crazy, bro. Like, it was crazy. My brother fought
Eli don't get no ideas.
I was just going to say, all them kids out there just say, huh?
Yeah, don't get no ideas, Eli. Ain't nah.
It was crazy.
So you paid for the hotel out of your own pocket?
Yeah, because I had a job.
That's why he was responsible.
I was at my Chick-fil-A job, and I would give my mom money for rent and everything.
$50. Y'all go enjoy yourself.
Here's some eating money, too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, y'all go eat, and then my mom would be like, well, let me take a shot with y'all before we leave. And she smokes, too, and I would smoke with my mom a lot too, so it was just like, let me just hang out with y'all before everybody gets here,
right?
And then we'll
kind of feel the vibe of what's going on.
Yeah, and my older brother would be there too, and my older brother, he was like already 20 something, so like
so he watching over like
and they were really cool because looking back, I'm like, that's crazy, bro.
And
like,
and it was like, would you say like that was the beginning stages of it?
That was kind of like the beginning stages of CC Fridays without us knowing, because it was like getting all these people together, and we're not even like for prom and homecoming, it was just a party, you know. It was no music involved.
Were these like notorious parties?
Yeah, bro. Like people still talk to me like.
Were y'all influenced by like Project X, or
no,
that came out yet?
Project
okay,
X.
already.
It was Project X before Project X, bro. Like the prom party, bro. My friend took my other friend's car and was driving. It was like a big park right across the street, and he was just driving in circles, doing donuts across the street. Some dude from across the park came to my house, and he was just in the house, and I was like, I didn't even know a bunch of people there because I was real antisocial, you know. I was just like, I just bought a bunch of alcohol and some weed, and I'm just here to hang out with whoever comes. And so like I was just introducing myself to everybody. I'm like, hey, bro, and there was this dude, like we were all dressed like prom outfits, and this dude is like all black, emo, tank top, face, hair, everything, and I'm just like, hey, bro, like.
Where the fuck you come
What's
from?
up, bro? Like, who are you? Like, and like not like in a rude way, but like, hey, like, you know,
what's going
like
on?
I made gummy bears, soaked them in vodka, and I was just handing them out to people, like, hey, you want some? Hey, you want some? Like, and just eating them myself, getting super drunk. And so I like talked to him, and he was like, oh, bro, I just lived across the street, and I heard all the music and saw all the cars, so I just came over, and I was like, all right, cool. And then he was like, but we were all like high schoolers. He was like, this party is fucking lame though, and I'm gonna leave. But I was like, all right.
How old was he?
You then? I don't know. He was
like way older than y'all though?
Yeah, he was like older. He was like probably like 20s, and we're all like 16-year-olds, 17 or 18-year-olds. You know, like we were all kids still. So yeah, but like I had bought tiki torches in the back and put them in the backyard, and we were like, I was walking in the back, everyone was smoking, and I would just go from smoke circle to smoke circle, introducing myself to people. Yeah. And
as a host should.
Yeah, and like it was packed in the house. Like I was like carrying a girl, and I tried to walk inside, and I was like, nope, can't even carry you through here. I got to put you down, and then just put her down and walked off. Cause like the house was so full of people. Like we had bought like cases of beer, kegs. We had 2 kegs. We had like 13 bottles. Like me and my friend spent our whole paycheck on
this party.
Just like
that's crazy.
Just being stupid. But
which one was that one? The homecoming or the prom one?
The homecoming. The prom one.
Already, the prom one already.
There's like a good $1,000 party, nigga. That's live.
Crazy,
nigga.
bro.
It didn't get rated.
Yeah.
It didn't get rated.
No. Well, actually. One of them got rated, but I don't remember which one it was. One of them got raided, and we all fucking ran.
From your own house?
Bro, like the cops came, and everybody ran out the back, and I ran out the back too, and my brother fucking chased me, and then we're like, they left the fucking door open, because it was like when you turn the light on and all the cockroaches scatter, bro. Like the cops came, knocked on the door, everybody just gone. And so then like me and my brother are like in the backyard over looking into the house, and we can see into the house, like the cops like looking around, picking stuff up, putting it down
inside the house.
Yeah. And then then we're just waiting, and then they just leave, and we go back in, and then when we go back in, there's some dude in there with a keg, and he's walking out with the keg, and then there's another dude walking out with like my Xbox, and my brother immediately walks up to them and is like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, no, we live here. And he's like, no, the fuck you don't. I fucking live here. And the guy starts speaking Spanish. My brother starts speaking Spanish to him. And then,
don't fucking try, homeboy.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And then me, like, all fucking bold because my brother's there. There's this dude, like, way taller than me, bro. I'm literally looking up to him like, bitch, fuck you. You better fucking go put my shit back. Like, just talking hella shit, like, literally pointing up at his face. And he's like, because my brother's right there and he's all swole and like all intimidating and everything, and I'm just kind of there like just talking, and they went and like got a keg and brought it back and fucking like put my like they were just like, oh, I'm sorry, and then everybody kind of came back. And we
what the fuck?
Yeah, like not everybody, but you know, people came back.
A good
and
amount
we just
still, yeah.
kept partying, like fuck it.
And nigga try to say we live here.
Do you feel like any of that, like any of those early days, kind of shook you from being an introvert?
Did you live here?
Oh, bro.
Like if it shook you from being an introvert?
Ain't a brick or
Kinda,
a
yeah.
rock.
Honestly, what really shook me from being an introvert was when my brother.
Pan, you got a pan and a cooking dish around this motherfucking shit.
A tricycle, something.
Talking about this your house. What?
For the fucking
Fuck you taking Xbox out your own house for this shit.
I'll be back.
nigga.
Nah, but I asked him if any
crazy.
of those parties like kind of shook him for being an introvert.
Oh, that's a good question.
Honestly, what did it was when my brother passed away. When my brother passed away, I really stopped like caring what people thought. Like I was just
Already.
like just basically like fuck the whole world.
Because when you were an introvert, you were more worried about other people's opinions of you.
Kinda, I was kind of just like I would kind of just overthink, and I kind of still do it. But
And if I don't hang with nobody, then people can't have an opinion about me because I don't hang with nobody.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna embarrass myself or look stupid or be awkward or something. So I just wouldn't. But then when my brother passed away, I was honestly like, I really like hated the world. Like I just hated everything. Like I didn't like outwardly show it, but there was a part of me that was like, you know, if the world just went into flames, I honestly wouldn't even be mad. Like that's fine. Yeah. And so that made me like really way more. Like I'm just gonna do whatever I want. Like for the party, I made a bunch of papers. I made a bunch of little cards with my name and address or something, or like I don't remember exactly what I put, but I put like prom party, and I was just walking around the halls handing them out to like girls
with your address on them.
Yeah, to go to the party. Like you know, like whoever I wanted to go, just go and talking to people like, hey,
yeah, that's gonna get to more than who you want to come.
Yeah, like the dude who tried to walk out with your Xbox.
Yeah, bro,
he said, "I swear, he gave me his address and everything." I know he's got that new Halo.
Yeah, bro. It was, yeah.
So how much further did it? When did CC Fridays officially?
So like there was this when we all worked at Chick-fil-A after work, we would all like the closing crew. We would all get out like at 11:30 or something or later, and so we would all be like, hey, you want to smoke? You know, let's go smoke a blunt at so-and-so's house.
Right.
And so we would smoke and just listen to instrumentals and freestyle a lot.
Already.
And so we would just be freestyling, and then like more people would come, and like our coworkers would be like, oh, we want to go hear y'all freestyle. Like we like hearing y'all freestyle. They wouldn't even smoke. They would just be there to listen to the freestyles.
Yeah.
And so we'd be like, cool, you know? And then so it got to the point where it was like, there's kind of too many people in my garage right now. Like we need to go somewhere else.
Right.
And so like, one day we were like, I would always go to the water gardens, just like because it's like a real cool place. Like I would like to go like at 3 a.m. and just go like lay in the grass. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And just, you know, just think about life or whatever. And
so then when we same shit.
Yeah. So then when we were like, where can we do it? Or like, let's go there. You know, like it was and it was on June 27th.
Whoa.
So I was always like, that's a cool, like.
Did y'all try any other places before the water gardens?
No, that was the first place, like outside of like our houses and stuff. But when we did it there, it was like, hey, we're inviting people, like, hey, like come show up over here, and then we did that. And
did y'all have a name yet?
No.
Okay, so it's just meet us at the water gardens. We're gonna rap.
Freestyle Fridays.
Freestyle Fridays.
Yeah, just like we're all gonna go freestyle out there on a Friday night.
Were y'all calling it that when y'all were doing it at y'all's garages, or y'all were just, hey, we just rapping in Tony's garage?
Yeah, it was just chilling. That's it was fire. Like if we're all chilling together, of course we're gonna be freestyling and stuff.
Already.
It's just like what we would do.
Right.
And so then around that time, we started like inviting more people. And like one day, it was at like the second or third time at the water gardens. We only had. the first time we had those UE boom speakers, we had 2 of them that could connect to each other, and we would play the music off that, and we would rap in a circle around it
with no mic.
No mic.
Okay.
And there would be people there, but it was kind of like we didn't really expect a bunch of people to be there. It was kind of just for us.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And then the next time we were like, okay, there was people there, so like let's get some speakers. We used like an amp for a guitar that was OT's, and he had mics and all this equipment because he would do music, but he would do music with a guitar and
like band.
He would do his own band, like he was do like a solo thing. So then he let us borrow all that, but then at that time there was like way too many people. Like you couldn't hear anything because there was the crowd was so big, like,
and the vocals weren't amplified.
Yeah, it just wasn't enough.
Or they were amplified, but they were being amplified by a guitar
amp. Yeah. And we were like, so then we were like, fuck it, like let's buy a speaker, and like we all pitched in and bought it, but like we got the speaker, and then we kept doing that. Like our thing was every first and third Friday we're gonna be there, and so like we would just show up, and after we got that first speaker, it was kind of still like it was enough, but it was like whenever you play like a real low end sound and you only have the PA, like you might blow it out. Or so then at that time Nick and Ryan worked at House of Rock, and so they knew Casey. I didn't want to say his name wrong. Casey Lane.
Yeah.
Because I work with someone and his name is close to his name, but so I always get mixed up.
What's the other guy's name?
Craig Lane.
Okay.
So like it's pretty close, bro. Yeah, like
shout out to both of them.
Yeah, shout out to both of them. They're also both good dudes, bro. So then Casey, being the cool dude he is, he let us do a show there. Like it was a Thursday night, I think. But he let us do a show there for like $250, and like we would pay that up front, and then we could keep the door, and they keep everything else.
Well, let me ask you this, because y'all are going from outside doing it free to now we're inside a venue. Now we're asking you to pay at the door. How did people respond to that?
Well, we kind of made it. Our goal is to make it clear that it's not the same thing. Like when we do the CC Fridays at the Water Gardens, it's like an open mic, and we'll have an artist, like one artist who's gonna have a set, but it's an open mic, so you get what you get.
Okay.
But at the House of Rock, it was like, we're going to have Merc headlining. We're going to have, every artist. We're going to have the best 4 artists from CC Fridays.
We're not doing that outside shit inside of here.
Yeah. But we would open up with a open mic. So kind of get the vibe going.
Right.
But I don't think we did that the first time. I think we did that, I know we did that at the anniversary show where we had like an open mic freestyle session. And we were just kind of calling people from the street to jump in. And, but yeah, it was like a set list, and we had like a DJ there, but we did really good. And then with that money, we asked all the artists before, like, hey, would y'all be willing to donate so we can get better equipment for the Water Gardens? And they were all down with it. So then once that happened, we got that's when we got like our subwoofer, our like a better mixer, like a new table, and like just a whole new setup, you know.
Right.
And a second mic.
Canopy.
No, we never got a canopy. No. But honestly, I always wanted one, bro.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's when we got like all that other stuff, and then that's when we got like after that first show did good. Casey was like, okay, y'all can do a good show, so then let's do another one, and then we started planning them out, and like we wanted to bring in people to do live art or people to just sell art, bring in vendors, and like our whole thing was just get as much collaboration as possible.
Right.
And like the whole thing was just like, let's just make it a platform for everybody. That's why I was never like trying to headline or trying to like promote myself, because it was like take away. I always felt like it would take away from CC Fridays if I'm trying to promote me and then I'm trying to promote CC Fridays. Right. But I feel like that was kind of, looking back, I'm kind of like I definitely could have balanced them better, because that kind of helped. That kind of led to the burnout, because I didn't really take care of myself. I just was looking after CC Fridays, and then we all kind of did that. Like the people, like when we were in it.
Who came up with like the name CC Fridays and like the concept of like
keeping
it
going?
Was it still considered a freestyle Friday though?
Yeah. So like whenever we came up with the name, it was like we would have like meetings where on like Sunday night we would invite, like it would be me, Nick, Ryan, OT, because we were like the main 4 people, and they were like the
committee.
Yeah, like we were that was like the people I trusted the most. That it was like
putting the money in.
Yeah, and putting the money in and like putting ourselves out there at the same time, like going out to drink alcohol at the water gardens and bringing blunts and smoking and stuff, and like making it kind of normal when it really,
wasn't.
Yeah,
right.
Bro.
It was
I'm gonna let you keep going,
bro.
but my first experience was from a distance because y'all was young compared to how old I am to y'all.
Right.
And I was like, I'm not trying to be the oldest person there. On the idea of growing up, the oldest person at the party was the one who went to jail for everybody.
Got me fucked up.
So I was, I'm not about to go to jail for all these kids over here.
Oh,
But I was vibing like a motherfucker, bro, until I,
I want to hear your story, so we'll let him go, and then you can tell your story.
Yeah, so so we would have like the meetings that we would just all be at someone's house and like just talk about like what are we doing. But like since I was like the first, like it was like
you were the president.
Yeah, I was the president, but because like I was like the founder.
Okay,
right.
So like I was like it was like my idea, but I was like,
were you the face?
No, he wasn't the face. That's what he was saying just a while ago. And he was telling me that before.
Like,
he didn't want to be the face because he didn't want people to think that it was. He's just doing this for himself.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, you still end up something you don't want to be.
No, because for the longest time, I didn't know. I just
you know what I mean?
I just
like,
knew the name CC Fridays. I didn't know who was behind it.
Well, no,
I just knew the name.
I did because I watched them.
Well, see, I never went to a CC Fridays at the Water Garden, so I just knew the name.
You can see that online.
Like
I can see it in person who's in charge, and especially being me, like knowing behind the scenes shit. Right. I'm paying attention to y'all as the choreographers of this versus the dude rapping.
Or versus the dude that's just standing there.
Yeah.
And see, like that was the thing.
I'm watching you in action.
I didn't really put much thought into it because like some people knew, and so I was like, if you know, you know. But then people who didn't go didn't know, and then the person whose name we're putting in the front was the face, and so like that's perfectly fine. But then it kind of got me lost in the mix to where like I'd show up and I'm like, hey, I'm here with CC Fridays, and they're like, no, you're not, and I'm like,
nigga,
he's all
like,
bitch
and
move.
And then they're like, I know CC Fridays, and I'm like, obviously the fuck you don't.
Yeah.
And then I would have to have someone vouch for me or something, and it's
that's
like,
crazy.
oh, bro,
and it's all open
crazy,
water
bro.
gardens.
and
he's all let me in. That's fucked up, bro.
But so that I didn't,
but that's how that works out too. If you don't want to be quote unquote that front line.
Yeah, and I didn't really realize that because then it's like, well, damn, maybe I do want to be on the front line.
Right? Yeah. So I ain't having that shit happen again. It says right there, bitch, Tony Lara.
And then it was like, but I don't know. Like I said, I was real introverted, so I would still not want to be like out there. And then like when I would like freestyle and I would write music and stuff, it was super personal. So I'm like, I kind of like my face not being attached to all this stuff, to where like you could just listen to it objectively and not attach it to me or think
CC
about
Fridays.
it. Yeah. And so yeah, we were doing those shows, and so I was like so I kind of would have like the final say on a lot of stuff. So like I'll take the blame for calling it CC Fridays because after a while I was kind of like the name really doesn't make any sense. It was literally just Corpus Christi Fridays. We were just trying to think of something that's like what's not taken. Like when you Google it, what will come up? And like CC Fridays, there's nothing else named CC Fridays because it's not a thing. Yeah, it's not like a thing already. Like so like that was like the main my main goal picking it at the time, but I don't know if I came up with a name, but we were gonna call it like Freestyle Friday, and then we were like, well, Corpus Christi Freestyle Friday because we want to put on for the city. Yeah. And we just came up with CC Fridays. I honestly don't know who came up with the name originally, but we decided on that, and then it was just like we're just gonna show up, like we're just gonna promote ourselves on social media and just show up at the water gardens, and when we get shows, we'll show up there, and all the money just gets put back into the shows and put back into the art, and we pay. Then we started paying our artists, and we were like, we're not gonna have any more shows where the artists don't get paid.
Fire, bro.
So that was like our thing. But then we wouldn't get paid because we would pay all the artists, and we would literally go home. We would just break even to pay the bill, and then we just go back to having zero.
Love of the game, a motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And like
Did y'all not? Were y'all not realizing? Because I'm looking like CC Fridays, like that was like a brand. Maybe y'all didn't realize it, but like that was like a staple amongst the fucking music community. Like fucking CC Fridays. There nothing about CC Fridays says rap, hip hop, or nothing.
Yeah.
But you knew CC Fridays freestyle rap, freestyle hip hop. Like dude, cool, that shit was a brand. So and I'm gonna just say maybe I'm out of place to say this, but I just feel like where y'all didn't capitalize, y'all should have had merch for sale at those shows, and that's where y'all would have walked out with cash.
Merch, bro. And then when we finally
y'all would have sold out every show y'all did of everything, shit, hoodies, t-shirts, all that shit.
People like. That's what I loved about it the most was like the community. Like people really showed love to each other. Like, like everyone.
Because it was for the people, by the people.
Yeah.
And that's whenever you say like you were like you didn't want to be the front man, and that's kind of what made it good too, because it was almost like
there was no front man.
There was no front man. This is by the people.
Yeah,
like
front man is for the people.
By the people, shit.
The front man's like just the stage. Like
like
we're just gonna build a stage.
We're all the front man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. That was the thing. And then, like.
Because people built their name off of CC Fridays type shit.
Right.
I will say that from my point of view, I definitely saw that.
Right.
Yeah. I saw it too, but I would never be like,
I'll say
you only did it because of us. But
no.
Some people I do feel like benefited.
For sure.
And so that was always cool, but it was just like, man, I should have been an artist too. Like I should have had all my shit set up because I was just helping everybody else set it up, and I never did it for me. And so like when I released an album, I released it. CC Fridays was already over.
Right.
Like it was like I just did it because I was like, man, I've been holding on to this whole time. I'm just gonna put it out there, and like I can just not have to hold on to it anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
And so
get it off your chest.
Yeah, just like put it just so because it's like my mom would listen to my music a lot, like the songs that I recorded, but I never posted them. And she's like, when are you gonna post them? And I'm like, all right, fine, I'll post them.
Let's do it.
Yeah, like because you're the person because like it's real personal. So I'm like, I hate putting my family business out there, and I try not to, but sometimes when I'm just like freestyling, it comes out. It comes out, bro. Yeah. Like I'm being myself. I'm talking about my own experience.
Right.
And so then it's like, damn, I don't want them to hear it. I would have never said nothing about my mom, but like one time I said up something about how my dad was on some BS on a song, and I'm like, well, I can't ever release it. I released it, but
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get it off.
Yeah, just to. But I tried. I don't know.
Okay, so my question before we wind up getting out of here in a second is. What's the chance of CC Fridays making a return?
Hold on, he didn't even get to the end of it though. You gotta let him get to the end.
Yeah.
But also, what would you say was the peak of CC Fridays?
I think it was our first or second anniversary show, like 1 year anniversary show.
How long was it officially? How many years was it officially?
From like 2015 to like 2018,
2019?
2015 to like 2018, 2019. And then like when COVID hit, before COVID hit, we were still kind of doing shows, but
right.
It was when that hurricane hit Corpus, it destroyed the water gardens, and then so we didn't have
Hurricane
this free
Harvey.
venue. Yeah, we didn't have the free venue to be at, like a free spot to be at, so it kind of made it hard to be consistent. And then we were trying to work with different venues, and it was always like
some bullshit.
It was always like you had to like trick.
Did y'all go out there and like look at the water gardens and discover like, oh, we can't do this out here, or y'all was just going by like, oh, we heard the water gardens are shut down? Did y'all actually go out there?
I would go out there. I would take a phone I'd take my phone and a charger and check all the outlets.
Oh.
And so then we would do it at Heritage Park. And we had a couple of them at Heritage Park, and they were cool because it was like we were right in that like the bridal station thing.
Yeah.
And so, because that's where the plug was.
Right.
So we would be right there, but then one day we were there, and they fucking like someone had an event the next day, and they ran us off. And so then when they ran us off, one of the times when they ran us off, we went to Produce. And we're like, hey, I was like, Meta, like, bro, can we please have our CC Fridays here right now? Like, like, I know you had a thing, but can we make it like a collab thing? Like, can I just say we're gonna be here to bring? And he was like, yeah, for sure. And so like some people came, but yeah, like once we left the water gardens, it was kind of like never the same. Like,
yeah,
damn.
But we would have like the House of Rock shows, and at the Exchange we had a show.
What's up with the water garden? Are the water gardens back to normal now? Or
yeah, they have outlets. They have outlet covers, but I've went over there and like I messaged the group chat like, hey guys, like, what do y'all think? And like for like the core 4, we would call it.
That's fire. That's fire. The core 4.
Don't get it twisted.
That's ill.
But like them, like they're like down. It's just like it's kind of like, well, like Nick and Ryan and OT, like just like, yeah, but what do you need me to do? Like, what do we got to do, basically? And so, I've been thinking about it, and like it's kind of come up like outside of just our conversation, and I don't know. It's just like if we're gonna do it, I want a reason why, basically, like just like. Because, like, building a platform's cool, but it's not sustainable. Like, one year I had to pay, like, $600 on taxes because I had to pay the taxes for all the shows that we did.
Damn.
And I didn't have no money made from the event, so my income tax is gone, bro.
Yeah.
But so, like...
You claim that on your taxes?
Because at the House of Rock, they were writing off things, and so they gave me a thing at the end of the year, like, here you go, we paid you out this much money, and I was like, I filled it out, and I was like, damn. I didn't fucking know that I was gonna have to do that. But.
Damn, we missed the water garden right now.
Shit.
But it was super fun.
But all of that was building up. Every event you had was just being reinvested into the water gardens.
Yeah, well, that's just reinvested into like. Booking our next venue,
getting the acts, making sure the acts are paid for.
Out, and paying for the graphic designer to make our designs, paying, just getting upgrading equipment, getting a second PA, getting better cables, getting all that stuff, like. Because we really didn't make a lot of money, honestly.
We need that back, bro.
If we're charging $5 at the door, and we got to pay at the end, we were paying $500. To be at venues instead of $250 because they were like, we need more security and blah blah blah. So then that's just more money that is getting spent, and we would always charge. Our goal would be to charge $5 because like my goal was always like make it so like when I was 15 and I didn't have a job I could go.
Right.
$5, yeah. My mom would give me $5.
You could ask for $5.
Yeah.
Everybody can go.
Yeah. So like that was a big thing, and then another thing is like that messed it up with the bars is we were all under 21, so like no one bought alcohol. People would go and it would be a full house, but no one's buying alcohol, so it doesn't even matter. Like, but. So then it was like when everybody gets older, we're gonna really hit, and then we stopped doing the shows and we
turn 21. I'm done. Son.
Yeah. But I don't even drink no more.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
bro. So, that was some of the.
Know that y'all are still talking about it in that.
I'm in his inbox talking about it with his ass, bro. Like
there's
real
a possibility
shit.
that it might come back.
Tell your story real quick, freak, before we have to get up out of here.
So,
that's fire as fuck.
I can't even direct you on how the fuck I heard about it in the first place, but I ended up down there. Like I said, this is the time that y'all already have, I think, the equipment that y'all stayed with.
Yeah.
No. It had to have been before y'all did the House of Rock or anything like that. Y'all had that little corner piece. I sat in the fucking grass where you talking about going and laying down shit. Yeah. My old ass is sitting down there with a blunt. I'm on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
And I'm doing what I do, talk shit to all the people that are my age that are saying that there ain't this or that. Right. And I'm like, this is exactly what the fuck this and that is. This is where the fuck we come from, and they're fucking doing this shit, bro. Like, and people are like listening because I fuck around with people my age in the music community, right? And slowly over the next however many events I went to, bro, I slowly brought different older heads that fell in love with it, bro. Each person I brought, bro, fell in love with it, and they was like, bro, I had Green Eyes out there. Green Eyes brought Big Bread out there. Skub was out there for sure. They love Skub. Skub smile after like hearing that crowd when he was just freestyling was like, bro, he was everybody that I brought were approached by people, and that's what I kept telling people. So people my age, we kind of like got a lot of animosity and anger and shit. You know what I mean? So everything's not always what it is. At least people I know, right? So they're not used to getting that love coming up to them after them rapping. They're used to a mean mug like
yeah.
Whatever, motherfucker type of shit.
Or just hearing one or two people from the crowd clap type shit.
Yeah.
And just the rest of the
groups and everything.
But compared to what the hell y'all had going, bro, I will definitely always show y'all and give y'all flowers for that because everybody there wanted to be there. Nobody was forced to fucking be there, and they loved why they were there. Genuine. So that shit, like I said, spread to the people that I brought. You know, shout out E-Class. I took him out there too. I want to say Gunplay. Maybe it was Mr. Rilla. Bro, I brought my producer brothers out there, bro, to play fucking beats. Shout out to Shots to Pre. Shout out to Esso. Bro, they also.
That's cool.
Bro,
that's badass.
That might have been right there. That's the answer. That's how I found out.
Yeah.
Fucking
Through
Merc
Esso
said,
Shots, bro.
Merc said Skub went crazy the first time I heard him. I won't ever forget.
Fuck yeah.
Tell us about his Skub shit, because I'm like I say, I'm not even an artist, but I'm so used to being at shows and seeing artists get up there and show their ass off and get off stage and only their girl and maybe their homeboys clap or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there's 10, 15 people in the crowd, but only their girl and their homeboy clap. So,
like, bro, like, this nigga Freak had been telling me about it. Like he had been hyping me up about it.
Probably weeks.
Like, for what?
Probably weeks.
Like, no bullshit. Like, for real. I distinctly remember, like, for weeks, he had been hyping me up about this motherfucking CC Fridays, bro. So I told my wife, I was like, man, I'm finna go out here and fucking freestyle rap with these dudes or some shit that, or at least watch that Freak is taking me to, you know what I'm saying? And we get out there and, you know, Freak, you sign up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that was a trip, too. I forgot about that part.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I signed my name on the fucking page, bro, and I remember sitting back, bro, and just like watching everything that's going on, you know what I'm saying, and catching the vibe, bro. And I was like, bro, this is fucking like some old school hip hop underground, like if you don't know about this, you're missing the fuck out type shit, dog. Like, Skub, when you get up here, nigga, like you're gonna have to like show your soul, nigga. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like that's no bullshit. Like for real, dog. And what took it to the top for me, bro, is when I don't remember the dude. He was a thicker kid, a thicker dude, like a kind of chunky kid.
King Lazy? Was it King Lazy?
With the hat. He was wearing the hat, and he was hosting. And I remember that.
Nick.
That's Nick.
Yeah,
that's one of the brothers.
Okay.
That's badass, bro. Shout out to Nick.
That's one of the core four.
Core four,
hey,
bro.
Nick, he grabs it, bro, and he looks at my name, and he looks at it, bro, and he's like,
Skub Dose.
Skub Dose.
Because it's not,
and I was like, that motherfucker got my name right, dog. Oh my God. Like, I'm supposed to be here, bro. Like,
that's bad.
Like, I feel like I'm supposed to be here, dog. Like, I'm with my people, dog. Like, I found the people I'm supposed to be around, dog. I went out there and just gave them my fucking bare naked ass, nigga. No bullshit, bro. Blackout, like.
Yep.
And bro, and these niggas was playing like, they weren't playing typical beats that I've been listening to for like, oh bro,
we would always try to find the craziest beats.
It was
like
a
the most
breath
random
of
shit.
fresh air, dog. It was just
awesome,
the biggest breath of fresh air in this culture, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what opened my eyes to like, oh, y'all niggas out here rapping. Y'all ain't out here like I'm coming down and I swing and I swung. Don't get me wrong, they're doing that too.
Yeah.
On the highest of levels, but no, it's a real like hip hop feel out here, and that fucking was like, I love it.
Yeah.
I love that's what like I was in there. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I am 100%. Fucking supporting this until I die.
Yeah.
and I will forever fucking thank you guys and thank Freak for fucking
y'all, bro.
just being a part of that shit, dog. Like that was one of the one of the greatest nights of my life. Bro.
Honestly, that was my goal, bro. I wanted it to be all about self-expression, because like for me, like freestyling was like therapy. So like
100%.
when I would be freestyling, I'd be like, oh my God, I didn't even know I felt that way, but oh my God, dude, that is how I feel. Wow. Like, cause like before I would draw a lot. That was like my self-expression. And sometimes I would just like you said, like black out, and I'll just draw something, and I'll be like, yeah, I was pissed when I drew that. I drew a fucking demon or a monster or some shit, and I didn't even think about it, bro. Like I was just scribbling some shit, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it all came to form. I was pissed, or I was sad, or this, and then like for freestyling, I would do that, and I would get to like explore my feelings, like because especially after my brother passed away, I had never lost nobody like that, so it was like, how can I like? It taught me how to like manage my feelings, and like it showed me how I was feeling. Like one day, I was rapping, and my brother's name was Chris, and I was like freestyling, and it was right before Christmas, and it was like me, like Meta, Nick, Ryan, OT, like all my and me and Meta, we used to be best friends, bro. We used to hang out every single day when we worked at Chick-fil-A. I would pick him up, like I would go to his house, or I would like pick him up and bring him to my house, and we'll smoke. If I had $1, we had $1 type shit, and we would always fucking eat and smoke and just hang out, bro. And so one day, and like it was like he would come over for the holidays too, cause like I would always invite like all my friends, like y'all come over like on Christmas, on Thanksgiving. If y'all don't have nowhere to go, like if you don't feel comfortable with like where you're at, come here and we'll hang out, you know. But like we're freestyling, and I'm like, why I gotta miss Chris every single Christmas? And I was like, oh fuck. Like I didn't even think like how that and then everyone was like, oh, and we were all like, hold on. Like because we were just all freestyling, and it was like, oh fuck, like you just like brought out some feelings right there, bro.
Took it
like,
up a notch.
But like for me, like freestyling and like writing music and everything, it was like a way to like express and explore those feelings. And like whenever we started doing the freestyle Fridays and stuff, I was still rapping like that. Right. And so it was like, I can't change now. Like I can't really be something else. Like
this is me.
This is how I rap. Like this is what I do. This is how I feel comfortable, and this is what I enjoy about it. So then like at CC Fridays, I'd be like, I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna say some real personal shit probably, or I'm gonna just like I'm not gonna be like pop music or something, you know. Right. I'm gonna be personal, right, and I'm gonna express myself, and I want everyone else, like if you go up there, I want you to feel like you can say whatever you want, and we're gonna respect you regardless, and like if you got it, we're gonna hype you up. If you don't got it, we'll just get back in the line, bro. You got it on the next round. Like,
give us some names if you remember any that bro used to show up consistently and show out,
bro. I mean, Merc for sure. Merc, as far as like rapping, Merc, King Lazy. Already. If I miss anybody, bro, blame my mind, not my heart, bro.
Merc's in the comments. Merc, if you remember any, let us know too. Shit, if you
Merc,
remember any.
Meta's bro. Meta was a big part of it, bro. And I'm trying to think. Trying to think of all the different people, bro.
It was a lot, bro.
He would go. What were the other? I can't remember everybody's name, bro. Chris Lee.
Oh, really?
Who else would go? Like his whole crew. Man, I can't remember nobody.
Man, we got to do another one and bring the Core 4.
Yeah, bro. I'll talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do it off the Kush Core 4.
Yeah.
That'd be live as fuck.
Oh yeah, Boone. What was the other guy's name? Man, he was with Boone. He was good, bro. I would get so drunk on those nights, bro. I would fucking black out.
Fresh off work and shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, get a bottle and just chug it and be, like, gone, bro, by the end of the night. Like, what the hell, bro? That's another thing where I was, like, kind of like, yeah, CC Fridays can stop, bro. I can't be getting this drunk every weekend, bro. But, I mean, that's just after, like, when we stopped and started again, I was not like that no more, you know? But it was, like, because, like, our first show at the Aria, or... one of our shows at the Aria, I don't know if it was our first show, but one of our shows was like one of our earliest shows. The person like that was the manager, he was just giving me shots of alcohol, and I was only 20. And so I was like,
close enough.
By the end of the game, by the end of the show, bro, there's a picture of me and I'm fucking cross-eyed as fuck.
Damn.
Gone, bro.
He said I had the room on lock.
Said cross-eyed this way.
Bro, gone, bro. And the picture just like, where the fuck am I looking, bro? But there was a lot of good, I mean, there was so many talented people, bro. Like, I remember seeing Ian Dior there before he was Ian Dior, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Trying to think who else. Kinder would always show up producing. This dude named Smooth Chaos Martin, he would show up. He was on acid one day and he started making a beat live on the spot on his iPad connected to the speaker, and we were rapping on it, bro. Like dope. He had a metal show out there where he was they were like performing songs with the guitar and a drum set, and like we had him mic'd up. That was one of my favorite shows, and that was at the Water Gardens. Like that was one of the only times we had like a band. Fucking.
So we. All this being said, this whole fucking explanation of that, tell them the hours that y'all did this.
11 to 1, bro. 11 p.m. to 1. And sometimes we would start.
Gnarly, dog. Like, if you, like, I felt like you had to be a part of a certain, like, it was like a secret society.
Those are underground time.
It was like a secret society, nigga.
It was like we all just got out of work from our fast food job.
Right, you had to be in the know, nigga.
Hold up. I swear we were there nights where it was like 2 and 3 in the morning.
Oh, yeah,
for sure. Sometimes
we were there.
I was going to say, like, at 1.
For sure. It was not no goddamn 1.
Oh, yeah, Cinco, they were cool, bro. They were real popular.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the Cinco cats.
So mind you,
so many people, bro.
Before I get comfortable to end up close to different events, right? Like, there was times where there'd be laws out there, bro.
Yeah.
Chilling in the parking lot, and I'm like, huh? Like, I just got shut down at the T-Heads, one deep with my setup to do like a podcast out there, bro. Marina police pulls up. Nah, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And I'm like, all right, fuck it.
A full fucking underground session.
Everything.
With a blunt in my ear and a bottle in my hand, bro.
And I was just, straight up. I wasn't going to say all that part, but yes.
The laws are watching, like, my nigga.
They're enjoying the show.
They're watching, dog.
Dude, bro, one time they like walked up and we kind of like all froze, and we were kind of like, we had already kind of got the okay that, hey, like, I talked to so and so. They're just not gonna bother y'all, but y'all can't cause trouble. Like, as long as there's, because they
don't fuck it up for yourself.
Someone told us on those nights there's less like juvenile delinquency type shit. Like, there's less people, young people in trouble.
Out there fucking out.
Like, shit just gets more chill on those nights.
Right, because everybody's up there chilling, nigga.
Yeah, and so they were like, as long as y'all don't, like, fuck it up, y'all are good. And so they had told us that, but then the cops came up one day that they were like, they were pretty close. They were like 20 feet away or 30 feet away, but they were looking at us, and we all were like, oh, man, and, like, smoking and drinking and everything. And one girl's like, takes off running, and the cop's like, hey, and he stops her, and she's like, throw that away. Throws the alcohol away, and they're like, y'all are good. And they just kind of stayed there for a little bit. We turned the music back on. Everyone started rapping again, and then it was just like,
that's how it's supposed to be, man.
And
bro, that's just so crazy to me.
That's crazy, bro.
Like, okay,
that's another reason I was like, I don't know if I can start it again, bro. I'm not going to jail. Like, if I go to jail, it's okay, bro. I live with my mom. Like, I'll be all right.
See, but the way you said that is it led me to believe the only way that made sense to me was having some kind of inside information to know that type of thing. Because I was just like,
when we started it. We started it with the
later.
2 speakers. Yeah, we just started with the 2 speakers. Like, we're just gonna be here. They're not gonna bother us. Like, when I was younger,
doing nothing.
I would just go walk and then, smoke a blunt wherever I felt like it. As long as there was no cop around me, I'm like, I'm gonna do it. There's no cop. I'm good. I'm not bothered. There's no kids or nothing. Like, I'm just in my own space. So then it was like that, and so then we would just keep kind of doing that, and then more people started doing it, and then like. When the cop, then one day, like, someone reached out to us and they were like, hey, we really like what you're doing. Obviously, you can't do it, but like, they're just going to look the other way as long as you can stay out of trouble. And we were like, oh my God, like, yes.
We're about to fuck some shit.
We're about to go even harder.
No shit. Turn that shit up.
I swear to God.
That was the moment they knew they needed louder speakers.
I swear, bro. I swear.
That's dope,
crazy,
bro.
That's so fucking
crazy.
wild.
I don't know what had me so bold, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That would be the word I would choose. y'all being out there, my old ass was looking at y'all's bold ass. Cause
bold in a bitch.
Bro, for real. But and when I saw the cops, I think that's what made me comfortable to go up. Like, well, if they ain't fucking worried about it, I definitely wasn't.
They ain't tripping.
Watching you, watching them. Shit, what's up, dog? Like, you give me the green light too, cause I still got a blunt road, you know.
Before we slide up out this bitch, man, I gotta ask you a very important question, my guy. I need your top 5, bro.
Top 5
of all time.
Rappers.
Let's do both.
Out of Corpus Christi.
Oh, out of Corpus? Oh, bro, I can't name out of Corpus, bro. I don't really. Not in touch like that no more.
No, your favorite. Your top 5 favorite.
Okay, I'll say my favorite.
So even if it's just 5 niggas from CC Fridays, hey, that's what it is.
That's
shit.
fine.
I'll say
he's all the core 4 plus 1, bitch.
For the people.
Talk that shit.
The core 4 counts as one person, bro.
Yeah, straight up.
We were talking about starting our own little group.
I'll take that.
So we'll put them all as one group.
Okay, and there's no particular
So that's Carbon,
order.
OT, Ryan, a.k.a. Real Wild, and One Brave Ghost, which is me.
Come on.
Yeah, you can find my music on Spotify, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to music. I got 2 music videos. Check it out.
Talk that shit.
Facebook page, go like the page. I don't have a profile pic on it right now, but check it out.
Talk that shit.
It's me.
I would say the 5 people that I really fucked with the most, I would say.
Right.
And like, I don't know, that's hard. I don't even know if I can say 5 people, like 5 people, or only 5. But for sure, Merk, like,
For sure.
you know, Merk was one of my like best friends, like close confidant. Like I just like bigger than music, bigger than everything else. Just like the homie for
100%.
Bro, he was
solid
super
fucking
big
dude.
at CC Fridays.
he was-
Pause.
Bro, he
Pause.
was CC
bro.
Fridays.
And yeah, when it came to rapping, it was like, bro, he's gonna fuck everybody up.
Oh,
like,
God.
upper echelon
He's like-
shit,
Yeah,
bro.
for
Like,
sure.
like yeah,
sure.
bro. And another person, I mean, Meta. He didn't perform a lot, but when he did, it was good. He always has good energy, and I listen to his music. I fuck with his music. He doesn't really release music no more, but I mean, that was one of my best friends too, for sure. And AC, I always used to listen to his music. I still listen to some of his music, bro.
always chasing.
Yeah, always chasing, bro.
Yeah, I've heard a few of him. He's pretty dope, actually.
Yeah, bro,
you know
he's
what?
got
That thing we put together for the music we were supposed to pull for a Corpus, whatever.
Yeah.
One of the AC songs is on there, bro.
Yeah,
and it's so much different than the rest of my fucking playlist.
He has a song with Meta too that I really like. I can't remember what it's called, but he has a song with Meta that's really dope. Heartless the Monster, bro. His music is like next level, bro. Like he's so intricate, thought out with the way he does his music.
Ain't he from San Antonio though?
Yeah, he's from San Antonio.
Okay,
but he would come to our shows and he fucked with us.
Okay, already.
I'll take
Already.
Yeah, he would fuck with us heavy. So
I remember Heartless. Hell yeah.
Yeah, fucking
Crazy energy.
Yeah, bro.
Hell yeah.
Tight.
Man,
One more.
I just had someone else on the tip of my tongue.
My bad.
I thought of Heartless the Monster when I was talking, but fucking man, bro, I don't want to just say one and an end right there, bro.
Give us some honorable mentions after
King
that.
Lazy,
shit.
I really liked his music, and I would listen to his music a lot, bro. Who else? Another Corpus person. Man, I don't know, bro. Lil E.
He was out there a couple times too,
Yeah,
right? They
yeah.
performed sets out there
Yeah,
and jumped in the
Yeah,
freestyles.
that's fire.
Yeah.
Shout out Lil E.
Yeah, he was dope, bro. He was always a big supporter too, so I really
Yeah,
loved it,
facts.
bro. He had that one song. He called a song CC Fridays, bro, and we used it for
It's
one of our
the
videos.
videos, right?
shit,
Yeah.
He raps about being in CC Fridays. It's like
that's what's
fucking
up.
live.
Yeah.
That's when y'all did it at the other spot, right?
What? I'm sorry.
It was at the other spot?
Yeah, at the video. The video was at the other spot. It was at the Heritage Park.
Heritage Park.
Yeah.
Bro, that
Yeah.
was such a fire spot too.
Oh yeah, Ambrose, bro. I remember when he first came out. I think it was our draft day show. But he came out, or I think it was the anniversary show. I'm pretty sure Merk brought him out for his set.
Dope.
But like as soon as he came out rapping, he came out jumping up and down, bro. Like hitting it hard. Like
Yeah.
went straight to it. He's dope, bro. Like he's like. He also is like real like intricate with his music. Like his last album was a cool concept album, bro. And he had that thing at Produce where it was like a whole thing.
Hell yeah.
He's like Americano, ain't
That's what he's saying right now.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. He had like the release, it was like a whole video with Ducky Shout out to Ducky, bro.
Yeah, Ducky
Ducky's
man.
badass, bro.
Yeah.
Ducky's badass. Star, bro.
Oh,
Star,
already,
he's from
yeah,
Dallas, but
we just interviewed Star last week.
Badass, bro. He's cool,
yeah.
bro. He was in that video that D Green did. It was yeah. He said, bro, I thought. Yeah,
bro. Ambrose on stage and was like, "Ain't no way this motherfucker stole my show,
bro." Because he came out and he
Straight
instantly caught the crowd, bro. Like it was dope, bro. Fucking Star too. He's badass, bro. I mean, I listen to his music a lot, bro. All right.
Yeah, he was out there a couple times.
Dope,
yeah, he was a big supporter too, bro.
Where does the name One Brave Ghost come from? Before we get up out of here,
Bro, it was my Xbox Live name.
Where did you get that from?
In sixth grade, my friend had Xbox Live, and I went to his house, or he had internet, and I went to his house.
And he was playing Xbox Live?
Yeah, and so
he thought it was the coolest shit in the world, right?
Bro, we were playing Halo, bro, on there.
Bro, the first time I ever discovered you can play other niggas that ain't here in the house. I'm just used to playing my brother.
Yeah. Fucking, and so like I was trying to pick a name, and I didn't have like a name for that. Yeah, I didn't like have like an internet name. So then I picked the picture for my name, like the profile pic for the thing, and it was the ghost from Pac-Man. And so I was like, oh, I'll put something with the ghost because it's a ghost. And so I put like something ghost, and then it was like recommended One Brave Ghost, and I was like, oh, that's cool, I'll pick that. And I picked that, and then
that's crazy.
yeah, so I picked that, right? I picked that. That was in 6th grade, and then in 9th grade I made a Twitter and like Instagram, or I don't know when I made an Instagram, but I remember like in high school I made those social media accounts, and I put my name as One Brave Ghost, and so like people started to connect that with me. And then one day I was at like spring break, and these girls are all drunk, and they're like, 1BG, One Brave Ghost, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, yeah. I was like, damn, all right, that's my name. Like, that's my name now. It's stuck now, bro. So then whenever I started like rapping and stuff, they were like, well, what are you gonna put as your name? And I'm like, I'll just put my Twitter name, you know, because like we were like getting popular on Twitter, so I just put One Brave Ghost, and then it just stuck. And then I was never really into Wu-Tang, and then I kind of learned about like Ghostface, and I was like, oh, bro, I saw that Wu-Tang documentary on Hulu, and I was like, oh, bro, I wish I would have knew this sooner. Like I could have learned so much from these dudes, bro.
That's the vibes right there. The story he just took you through was the vibes you were feeling the night you went.
I swear to God.
Ghostface Killer and all that was like
bro,
in the
like,
house,
watching
bro.
their story, I'm like, bro, like I wish I would have knew about this like while I was doing it, because like I listened to their music, but I didn't like know that like
the story.
Yeah, I wasn't like that big of a fan, like, but like, dude, after that I was like, I'm a fucking super fan now. I love Ghostface, bro. Like,
nigga is a goat, nigga. Like Ghostface and the Chef are like top tier, nigga.
What's that song? What is it? It could all be so simple or something.
That's an ultimate classic, dog.
Bro, I fucking love that song.
That's
like sharing the cereal.
Ultimate
I was
classic,
like, where
dog.
was it, bro? Like, I should have seen this when I was a kid, bro. I would have felt some shit, bro.
Yeah.
Instead of listening to fucking
classic
Red Hot Chili Peppers and stuff.
Bro, don't do that. Hey, I was gonna say, don't do that.
As a kid, I'm like, I don't know what you mean by can't stop, bro. Like, but
give it away, give it away,
give it away now. Like being broke and having to fucking go ask the neighbors for shit. I was like, oh, I understand this, bro. Like, man, I wish I knew this sooner, bro. I didn't know that was always such a, because like going to King High School, bro, it was like, oh, you're poor, and I'm like, y'all aren't. Like, what do you mean? Like, like it was like, I was real introverted, because I was like, bro, like, I don't know. I was like one of the only. I was like on the poor side of the school, you know, like of kids. So, and I would stand out because of it, you know. And I never really fit in anywhere. So that was like a huge thing with CC Fridays for me. Is like everyone fits in here because I fit in here. And so like, so like, whenever it stopped, bro, it was like I was depressed for a while, bro, because it was like my whole community's gone, bro. I had all these people that I would see, you know, every other Friday and talk to all the time, and we all hung out and stuff. And now that I don't have that, I'm like, what do I fucking do with myself, bro? Like, who do I talk to, and like, where are all my friends?
Right. No, I feel it.
But yeah, man, it was cool, bro. I'd be down to do it again, honestly. Like, this reminded me of like
Yeah, Merc said you got to do it one time to show these youngsters.
Bro, if Merc's in, we already got the headliner, bro, so we're good, bro.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, look, Meta said solid interview.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man, I hate to cut it short, nigga. I got to go get this kid out of his first job,
It's all
bro.
good. It's all good. Shit, let everybody know where they can follow you at before we get up out of here, man.
Closing time.
Hey, bro, for real, get out by 11 is a good close,
Hey,
bro.
take him to Water Gardens after this.
CC Fridays. So you can still follow CC Fridays. I'm logged in on.
Yeah, stay. Hey,
Hell yeah.
Follow CC Fridays.
If
Stay
you want the
updated.
show, bro, interact with the page or something, bro, so I can know.
Let's see how bad.
Yeah, we need to create a poll or something.
Go like the page right now.
Please, I would appreciate it. But you can find me at One Brave Ghost on everything. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm not really on Twitter no more, so. But Instagram, I'm probably the most on. Yeah, One Brave Ghost. You can find me on Spotify too. Anything, pretty much everywhere. YouTube, check it out. Got a couple songs. My favorite song is probably called Sundown. Check that one out. If you like that one, it's way different from the rest of my music, so you might not like the rest, but you might like the rest. So, that's a good one though. That's my favorite one.
Hey, I appreciate you for coming, bro. This has been fucking dope, bro.
Thank you, bro.
You gonna definitely fucking make some shit happen. That's for shit show.
Yeah, bro. Let's do it.
Hey, man, y'all know what it is. God damn it, legends, dog. That's what we bring here, bitch. Legends. It's been another episode of Riding High presents Off the Kush with your boy. We out.